What it do, homies? It's your boy David. I'm back today. We're back here with some more SABATON. This time we're checking out 1648, and it's from the Carolus Rex album, which is turning out to be one of my favorite albums based off everything I've heard. So this one looks like Europe has grown tired of war by the summer of 1648, and after much deliberation, peace talks in Westphalia had reached their final stages, but not everyone agreed. The last major clash of the 30-year war happened in Prague, where it all began. Sweden took the opportunity for a last assault on Bohemia to loot Prague Castle. Right before the peace talks, they said, "No, we ain't really about that. Let's do one final attack. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up." My goodness, bro, the drum's already going dummy. Come on now. You want to know what's really cool about SABATON is that there are times in their songs where they will give us like power metal tones. You know what I mean? Where if I was listening to SABATON for the first time, I would think they were, because it's crazy. Their playing styles range, right? They can kind of turn around and give us like really hard hitting, like metal. You know what I mean? Like really drudged out, hardcore, aggressive stuff. They could turn around and give us more ballad type songs, right? And then like real fast pace. And it's not like this is power metal. It's just those tones in the guitar that we just heard at the beginning, type of stuff you would hear in like a what's the name of that band? There's plenty bands that do power metal, but it just immediately makes me think of Power Rangers each time.
While Europe speak of peace, all over battle seas, there's a man who aims for more than he can reach. All over, on fire, all of Bohemia set ablaze. Stand on their own. The road to the city has been blocked, denied to enter the gates. Though they tried, when Prague was called to arms, they fought them on the bridge. The freedom was at stake. Stand and fight, the city is burning. Königsmark was stopped him at Karlofloss. Stained by blood, the brothers died side by side. Did what they could, died when they tried. Their city's been the city.
Okay, so far I love those musical stabs that they're adding. That boom, boom, boom. It kind of reminds me of and I'm trying to remember Stormtrooper, right? Where they kind of bring in the concept of fast, aggressive, and attacking in siege. They try to represent those elements in the song. So when I hear those stabs in here with a bum, 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 I'm thinking, war. I'm thinking of attack and something like that. Like let's all strike hard. Let's all strike together. And of course, that's reinforced by the chorus that we hear, the layering of the vocals to kind of give you that sense of like brotherhood, like everybody's attacking at the same time. You combine that with the fast rhythmic, right? We getting going. They do a very good job at painting war in our heads sonically with the audio. Okay, let's keep it going.
They could, died when they tried. Their city's been besieged. All hell on Prague unleashed. As the cannons crush the walls, the city shakes. It's spreading, increasing. The fight is all that Sweden brought. Rise and strike back.
So I like that fear. So when I'm listening to that, I think of, orders that are being carried out in the war, right? Like attack, or a quarterback out here issuing audibles and everything to prepare for the frontal assault and everything. But the fact that they didn't sing it, right, once again kind of gives you that military approach. And it's crazy. SABATON's been doing that for the longest, and I love how they kind of just interject that into the song to kind of break away from the musical elements that's going around the entire song. It's almost kind of similar to when you listen to like a smooth jazz, right, which happen to be one of my favorite genres to listen to. And somebody, when they're singing, I guess it all depends on what kind of performance they're doing, but they'll start singing and they'll kind of just break away to kind of start talking, right, just outside of a scale, just like a one-on-one talk and everything. It just adds like a sense of realism to the song.
The walls of the city's been breached, reclaimed on that very night. Unsustained, they did it on their own. They fought them on the bridge. The freedom was at stake. Stand and fight. The city is burning. Königsmark was stopped him at Carlos was stained by blood. The brothers die side by side. Did what they could. Died where they stood.
Okay.
Unconquered city under Father's shore is protected by its people. And 30 years ago the war began. It's returned to where it started.
Oh, wait, before the solo starts, I love that how they kind of, it's okay, right? Laid down the foundation of what Joachim was about to sing, right? Just started brooding out. The interesting thing about how they were singing is that they made it more sound like it was more of an anthem, right? Like something that the tonality of it, right, sounded like it was an anthem when you're walking into battle, like something that you would sing right before you're about to go on a conquest, or something that I would hear afterwards, like in a victory kind of shout. I don't know what that was all about, but I love that. And then Joachim going over it and starting to sing what he had just laid down, but also providing a lot more context. Man, Sabaton's always taking us for a ride, man. Musically, you can't just listen this thing. You can't just listen to one Sabaton song. You listen to one and then you go on a speed run, because that's exactly what happened to me when I first heard Sabaton. And to this day, I cannot let up.
Return to where it started. The road to the
So the way so obviously they decided to dedicate the first half of that to the singing, right, and then cut the solo off a little bit shorter. I always wonder, like when it comes to composing music, what exactly, why, right? The only thing I can think of is that sometimes you can express a lot more musically that you ever could in words, unless it's still part of the story that needs to be told. Sometimes you just need to sing it. But the solo was kind of really straight to the point, the way that it kind of started up, while like it almost kind of started like it was revving, like like right before you planning, right before you go into the battle. And then of course we had some arps and everything that playing around on the musical scale to once again give us that sense of aggression, fast pace. Let's go.
city's been blocked, denied to enter the gates. Though they tried, when Provost called to arms, they fought them on the bridge. The freedom was at stake. Stand and fight, the city is burning.
Modulation.
Königsmark lost, stopped him at Carlos. Stained by blood, the brothers die side by side. Did what they could, died where they stood. Stand and fight, the city is burning. Königsmark lost, stopped him at Carlos. Stained by blood, the brothers die side by side. Did what they could, died where they stood.
Nice. Every now and then I will, that's interesting, right? How they kind of just ended it that way. And it's not that it was abrupt, right? It's not like all the sounds just completely shut down. They even, they stopped the instrumentation to let Joachim come in here and start singing. But the most interesting thing about this is the reverb, and he's probably had it going on throughout the entire song. It's just, it was just very evident here. But the reverb that he kind of allowed it to echo in space to really, really nail that died where they stood. But at the same time, it just had that eerie feel about it, right? Because for the most part, the song has a it it probably was composed in a minor scale, but it still had a sense of excitement, right? It wasn't necessarily brooding or super sad to begin with. So it was like it went from like, yeah, let's go, like power attack, to just all of a sudden something that's super creepy. And they didn't really do nothing. All they did was just remove the instrumental. I guess that just talks. I guess it just points towards just how engaging that instrumental was for it to be strictly removed, and now we're left wondering what's going on with this eerie silence. Of course, death is scary, so I think they did a really good job of the way they kind of ended that abruptly. Anyways, the Carlos Rex album is shaping up to be one of my favorite albums by Sabaton. You guys let me know what y'all thought about this video down in the comments. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.